This is the Sir Marshall Knight Sword from Topeka. This is the new model that's a lot more lightweight and aerodynamic. There's some specs, up close looks, and a little bit of cut testing with this one from Topeka. Okay, contextually, before you're even watching and I start the review on the first impressions, this one right now is retailing for $154. So contextually, this one's under $200. So if you're getting anything from Topeka, we gotta look in the context of price point, and we gotta look in the context of something that you may just want to beat up for cut testing. If you're looking for Albion quality or like top tier quality because of the description of a sword rather than what they're made out of and what the point of balance is and all that, then you know you got to look at the details of it, right? It's a C60 high carbon steel. This one's been sharpening by our sharpening guys over at KOA, so leave them a comment below and thank them, so that way we can get cut testing to you for these videos so you can see what this one has to offer. A little bit under 31 inches in overall length, and it's 2 pounds 7 ounces. Some improved features, it's, you know, you're gonna see on the link in the description below this video. If you are interested in seeing this one and checking it out to buy it, it's gonna say new version. What's new about it? A couple things actually. The fuller is actually a little bit deeper on this one. So that fuller is going to subtract weight. It's gonna make it fly better, honestly. The handles are significantly better on Topeka than they used to be, because I used to work at KOA's warehouse full-time packing orders by hand, which they still do to this day. They have a much bigger shipping department than when I was working there, but point being is I've actually had these in hand probably a couple hundred times. I don't know. I worked in that warehouse for like 4 or 5 years, so I've seen thousands of swords come through there, and that's not even an exaggeration. So from my personal experience with holding and cutting with and actually like holding in hand different Topeka stuff, the old stuff and now the new stuff's better. I think KOA worked with them. I can't really, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they worked with them to improve the quality. So point of balance is better. The handle is significantly better. We have a flat handle that tapers much more like other companies do with arming swords, because that's how it works with an arming sword, especially when you have a pommel and a peen pommel. The peens are better. They're definitely better than what they were, which I'll get some up close looks. So for something that's in the price point category that you can get sharpened, that you don't want to break the bank on, and the cutting on this, like the cutting that I did with this one, the quality of it is improved. Easy to sharpen, or don't get it sharpened and then just wear it at a Ren fair and just have something for reenactments and all that, and you're good to go. This also has a leather sheath, not leather sheath, a wood cord leather wrap scabbard that has a belt loop. The quality of the materials on this as well, from the bindings around the for your sword belt, those have also improved, meaning they weren't really that good before, but now they are, and I'm going to tell you that just straight up. It's way better than it used to be. So again, improved quality and durability of these materials. Sliding this back into the scabbard, it's a little bit of a rain guard or a chap, a little bit, enough to where like, okay, like they did a good job on the leather around this too, to kind of keep this bound up. And if you're not familiar with what a chap is, this is there so that way, you know, if you're wearing it, you're not getting stuff in the scabbard, which can get to the wood in the scabbard and then maybe create mold and stuff like that. So that's why they have that. It's for utility, and it looks cool too. The draw is nice. It doesn't pull on either of the edges. And again, when you get one of these, if you get one of these, they come unsharpened, so you will have to add a sharpening surface. Let's do some up close looks at this one in the scabbard and out of the scabbard. Overall length 37 inches, blade length 30 7/8 of an inch. Weight is 2 pounds 7 ounces, and this one comes unsharpened. The width of the blade is 45.5 millimeters, with a thickness that goes from 4.8 to 3.3 millimeters. Pommel's peened. Point of balance is 5 3/4 inches from the guard, with a grip length of 4 1/8 of an inch. Blade steel is a C60 high carbon steel. This is in the arming sword category, and it's manufactured by Topeka. Some more up close looks. Keep it running. And here's some more up close looks of the blade. You can see the handle shape, the deeper fuller running through majority of the blade into the last few inches with a little bit of a cross section. And of course this one's been sharpened because we are cutting with it. Alright, little side note, if you are in the market for Depika stuff that's in the price point category, and you want to get somebody a gift, here's something that you don't have to scroll through the website. This is the Depika Norman sword. It's roughly within the same price point category, except it's just a Norman design, so you can see a difference in the handle and also the pommel shape. So there's what they look like side by side. So just to kind of give you some options as well, just a little side note on that for Depika items. All right, talking about cut testing with the Sir Marshall Knight Sword from Depika, I worked some reverse cuts, I worked some upward cuts, and just really all overall testing out the edge and how this thing flies. Let's take a look at the cut testing with this one from Depika. Thanks for joining me for this review of the Depika Sir Marshall Knight Sword. This one's available at cultofathena.com. Definitely in the price point category. It might be a gift for somebody with the holiday season coming up, or if you want to add it to your collection, click the link in the description below this video to buy this one today. Make sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram. I'm your host, Tom, for Cult of Athena's YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next review.